Hi everyone, welcome back. If you're new here, my name is Lauren, and today I am going to be accepting a blind date with a book. So I am assuming that this is a pretty common thing in bookstores, but in my local bookstore, they have a service where you can pick out a book that has been wrapped in nondescript paper with a few key terms written on the front to kind of pique your interest. I've always thought that it was such a cool idea, but I've never actually bought one. If you have ever seen them in your local bookstore, please sound off about it down in the comments. I'd love to hear if you have seen these at bookstores before. But I have been wanting to grab one for a long time, but never have pulled the trigger on it. It just seems like a lot of fun to me. Plus, I love a good surprise. Who doesn't love a good surprise? If I've learned anything over the last couple of years, it is that you guys absolutely love a good surprise, judging by my TBR videos. So I thought, hey, let's try this out together. I took some footage while I was in the bookstore, by the way. That's very awkward. So yeah, that was definitely a first for me, but I don't know. I figured you might want to come along to the bookstore as well. So here is a little montage for all of you to chew on. Filming in public is incredibly awkward, hence there is no talking in the video, but you know what? Nothing but the best for my subscribers, so I hope you all enjoyed it. All right, so now for the fun part. I ended up selecting two books. There was a chance that I might have read the book that I picked, so I got a backup just to be safe. Hopefully I hadn't read them both. And naturally, I wanted to go for the ones that were most comfortable for me, the genres that I am most interested in, especially because these are full price books. After I got home and pulled these out of my bag, the receipt popped out and I looked at the receipt, and on the receipt, it said the titles of the books. Whenever they ring these up, it shows the names of the books that are inside of these packages. So huge bummer. The first one on there I had read. After I read the first one, I stopped reading, but I have in fact read this book. That being said, I'm going to show you this. This is the book that I picked. Actually, my husband picked this one for me, and he was like, this seems like something that you would like. Well, you know my taste well, because I picked this book before in my life and read it. So it is a horror novel. It says this book likes animal POVs, delicious revenge, and stolen children. Now, I was thinking I would just return this book, but I have a much better idea for this. If you're interested, I would like for you to guess down in the comments if you know what this book is. And the first person to guess correctly, I will send this to you if you want it, and if you are okay with me sending you a package in the mail. I understand that can be weird. I swear I won't stalk you or do anything weird to you. I'm just a normal person. So if you are interested in that, please sound off down in the comments, or you can sound off anyway, even if you don't want this book. Feel free to guess. I would just want to see who can figure out what this book is. Now, the second book, like I said, I didn't see what the title of this was, but judging by this description, I am pretty sure that I have not read this book. This is what it says. It says it is a fiction novel. This book likes short stories, magical realism, and blending literary fiction, dystopia, and sci-fi. Racking my brain, I really cannot think of what this could possibly be. Not only do I not think that I've read this book, this doesn't ring a bell of anything that I've ever heard of. So I'm pretty excited about this. I think this is gonna be a good surprise for me. So this is the one that we're going to be opening today. If you think that you know what this is, sound off in the comments. I would love to see if any of you already know what this book is. So sound off now. All right, so hopefully you have left all of your comments down below. This is the moment of truth. Time to open the book. All right, I'm gonna show it to you guys first before I look at it. Am I gonna like this book? Hopefully I'm gonna like this book. What is this? Whoa, oh my gosh. Wow. This is gorgeous. The design of this. Okay, Lesser Known Monsters of the 21st Century by Kim Fu. Okay, so this is I guess all of these are short stories by this author whom I have never heard of. I haven't read any of their stuff, so that is really exciting. It has a little blurb on the front by Kevin Brockmeyer that says, Kim Fu writes with grace, wit, mischief, daring, and her own deep, weird, phosphorescent understanding. Awesome. That sounds great. And let's just take a moment to appreciate this cover, shall we? I absolutely love this. This is a beautiful book. In the 12 Unforgettable Tales of Lesser Known Monsters of the 21st Century, the strange is made familiar and the familiar strange, such that a girl growing wings on her legs feels like an ordinary rite of passage, while a bug-infested house becomes an impossible Kafkaesque nightmare. Each story builds a new world all its own. A group of children steal a haunted doll. A runaway bride encounters a sea monster. A vendor sells toy boxes that seemingly control the passage of time. An insomniac is seduced by the Sandman. That sounds absolutely amazing. I am very excited about this book. Let me see how long these stories are. Maybe I can go on ahead and read one and see what I think of maybe like the first story. The first story looks like it's only about 14 pages long, so I'm going to go on ahead and just read a story, see how that goes, see if I am into this author's writing style at all, and yeah, let's just see how we feel about it. So I read the first chapter in the book, or the first short story in the book, and it's called Pre-Simulation Consultation XF007867, and that was awesome. It's actually very touching. If that is any sort of indicator of how this whole book is going to go, I think I'm really going to enjoy this. That story sort of reminds me of if maybe a Ted Chiang short story collection had a baby with a Alexander Weinstein short story collection. The story had to do with like an advancement in technology, but also with that sort of literary style of writing, the literary flair that you get from Ted Chiang's writing. Yeah, that was great. This was a great pick. This was a great idea. Go me. Okay, so I think I'm probably going to keep reading this today. I'm really into this. I really like this. So yeah, this was a great pick. All right, so that is it. That is my blind date with a book. I really enjoyed this service. If you have something like this in your city or town, I really highly recommend it. This is not a book I would have ever grabbed off the shelf. At most, I might have looked at it and been like, hey, that is a beautiful cover, but this is not a book that I likely would have bought from the bookstore. So yeah, this was really exciting. I would love to know if you would like to see more videos like this. I enjoy book surprises. I mean, who doesn't? So if you are interested in me like cooking up more ideas for these types of videos, just let me know down below in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, I hope that you will like it and possibly subscribe, and I will see you next time. Bye.